to the 24th.
Yeah.
Got 3 minutes.
Mm-hmm. What do you think of the series so far?
Good. I mean, I'm happy like road teams won last night, so it's like a little bit of a series
Yeah.
for
Pacers.
Oh, shit, let me.
Oh, use that one.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I keep thinking use that one.
Yeah.
Okay. But no, like. Yeah, no. Pacers won. What's the other team I can't think of?
Yeah. Let's try to make this a quick show. Not like that, but like I don't know. I got a lot of shit to do. You know what I'm saying? That's all. That's the only thing I'm saying.
Yeah.
Hopefully you can print photos in CVS.
Oh. Well, no, yeah, you can. I've done that
Hopefully
before.
it's cheap. You know?
Yeah, it's not. It's actually I've done that
So
before.
like 15 cents.
It's like something. It's like yeah, something less than $1. It's
Alright,
something cheap.
Now I'm in business.
So obviously for today, we're just gonna go series by series,
Yeah.
pretty much. There's not much else to say.
Right. It's like we don't need to be doing our top 5 power forwards.
Yeah. I mean, plus we already did all the positions anyways.
Right.
But no, yeah, you're right. We definitely don't need to do anything like that. Because no one's gonna want to hear that bullshit.
Right.
They want to hear that bullshit though when nothing going on, of course.
Right.
But not that. Most improved player too. You thought it was
Yeah.
And 6 man's gonna be announced at
Right.
6:30. So we can talk about who, the
Like
three
who
finals.
should win it? Should be Naz Reid, right?
I'm debating between Malik Monk and Naz Reid. We can do a little debate or something
I'll
like
say
that.
Naz Reid.
Okay. I'll say Malik Monk to keep things spicy.
You don't have no, but like do what you.
No,
really think,
but
you know?
like I actually I literally don't know between the two.
Okay.
So like I literally just like.
Fair enough.
Because usually like the 6 man year. Oh.
Welcome to the Basketball Variety Show. I'm Tim Lynch alongside Davis Lamb. And Davis, we have a lot to talk about. Playoff basketball. Such an exciting time. I mean, you got hockey. Playoffs have started there. Baseball started. The NFL draft is tomorrow. But our favorite, basketball, we're in the thick of things, Davis.
Yeah. I mean the first round is underway and it's been nothing but like pure excitement, honestly.
Definitely. I mean, what was it? Monday night, we had one of the greatest doubleheaders ever.
Easily, yes.
Knicks, Sixers, wild ending there, and then Nuggets, Lakers, wild ending there. We'll get to that in a minute. But Davis, where do you want to start?
Start
with the Celtics. We always start
yeah,
with the
I
Celtics.
mean we always
yeah,
right.
They play tonight.
Wait, what's up?
They play tonight.
Oh, yeah, they play tonight.
Dominated game 1, although the fourth quarter looked a little shaky. But
Yeah, but
I didn't like it.
I didn't like it either. It's concerning, but at the same time, it's like you can't put too much into it.
Yeah,
Like,
I hear you.
Dylan Wright's not gonna hit 5 threes in a quarter again.
I hope not.
But this is the Heat Dark Magic we're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know. It's scary, but you know, I don't know. That's just the Celtics. They tend to do that to you, where they're up a million, and then they have a bad quarter, and maybe you read too much into it. But this is the playoffs, and I do feel like it's a bad habit, and it could come back to bite us.
Right.
And maybe I'm reading too much into it, but I do feel like it's a bad habit.
No, definitely. It's because to be a championship team, you can't blow a lead like that, especially to a team that's like not
Right.
that good.
That doesn't have.
Like they're good, but they're not.
They
They're
don't have
not
Jimmy Butler, yeah.
or Rozier.
Or Rozier.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, that's the scary part. But what do you think happens tonight? They are minus 14.5.
That's the
The Celtics.
Okay,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if they'll win by that much, but I think they will win.
Win's a win.
Win the win.
Because think about it this way. So my analogy is, I know you have no idea what I'm talking about, and this is a basketball show. But for baseball, in the 1960 World Series, and you're probably like,
1960 World
you're probably like, why is Tim bringing up the 1960 World Series? It was between the New York Yankees and the Pittsburgh Pirates, right?
Okay.
Pittsburgh won 4-3, so they won in 7 on a walk-off home run to win the World Series.
Yeah.
The Yankees won Game 2, 16-3.
Oh,
Game 3, 10-0. And Game 6, 12-0. But they lost the series.
Wow.
And the Pirates won Game 1, 6-4. Game 4, 3-2.
Mhm.
Game 5, 5-2. And Game 7, 10-9. They got outscored. The Pirates won the series and got outscored 55-27.
yeah, that's crazy.
Tim, why are you bringing this up? What if that happens to the Heat? The Heat or the Nuggets? If we
Yeah.
play the Nuggets in the NBA Finals, we could blow them out in 3 games because the Celtics, they're the best blowout team in the NBA, right? I feel like they're constantly blowing teams out, but they're not great in clutch situations,
Right.
and it's going to continue to bother me or scare me until I see them prove it otherwise.
Yeah, they haven't really proved as much compared to. Like they failed a lot more than they've in the clutch than they have. You know.
Yeah,
won.
and let's talk about what we were talking about
Also,
on Sunday. Yeah.
You were an old head. 1960 World Series. What? I don't even know that much about the 60s in the NBA, let alone baseball.
In the 1776 Revolutionary War, the 13 colonies beat the British Empire. Yeah.
They blew 3-1 lead.
Yeah, they really did. They blew a 13 colony lead or whatever it was. No, but seriously,
Anyways.
that's something like I could see. The point is I could see the Celtics doing some shenanigans like that.
I know, yeah.
Like winning 3 games by 20 and then losing 4 games by 5 or less.
Right,
You know what I'm
right,
saying?
exactly.
Like I can
100%.
totally see that. All right, let's talk about Monday's doubleheader. First, let's talk about the Knicks Sixers.
Yes. Okay.
Where do you want to go?
Well, let's see. They were down.
They're down 5.
Well,
but
actually, wait. They're down.
they were down 101-96.
No, let me tell you. Oh, yeah, no, they're down 97-96. Tyrese Maxey gets the long 3.
Yes.
To extend it to 4. 196. Then they hit it like an extra free throw.
Yeah, but they missed a free throw, which came back to bite them.
Mhm, exactly. And then, so now it's 101-96 with like 35 seconds.
Yeah,
something
Brunson
like
hits a 3 that
Mhm.
rims in. He
It
gets a
somehow
friendly
goes in.
bounce.
Yeah,
he got
somehow
a
goes
friendly,
in.
a lucky, not a lucky, well, kind of lucky
I
shot.
think so. I thought
Yeah.
it was
It was a
break.
friendly bounce.
Because he was shooting awful tonight too.
And
so
then,
thankfully-
what do you think? Do you think they fouled Tyrese Maxey? I mean, they did, but do you call it in the playoffs? I don't
Because
know.
but Tyrese Maxey also pushed Josh Hart. That's my
Yeah.
thing too. It's just like I don't know, just like
I mean, yeah,
people
it was,
complain all the
it
time.
was a let him play.
Yeah,
playoffs,
People
you know.
complain all the time about how they foul so much, or how the refs blow the whistle so much, and then they want them to play. And then when they let them play it out, you know, like they complain too.
Yeah,
And I would rather see them play it out. And it comes to that, because it's not like it's just like a little bit of grabbing, a little bit of like they're fighting for the ball.
right.
That's like it's just to see who wants it more. And Tyrese Maxey folded. That's what I
Yeah,
think. That's
I mean-
what I think.
I think it was almost like he was looking for a foul call. you
Yeah,
know?
and then he just fell over. And, like I don't know, it's just like, but he didn't. There wasn't like that much contact to make him fall over. I think he did that on his own.
Yeah.
So I think.
They got to call timeout, which Nick Nurse was trying to.
But here's the thing. He did it here on camera.
He was,
did this.
yeah,
He
yeah.
didn't do the full T.
Right,
He
right.
did this,
Right.
and then he tried. And then when the second time he did it, Tyrese Maxey was already on the ground. And the ball was out of his hands.
No, that's a good
So
point.
that's like.
Yeah, you got it. What they should have done is they should have just called timeout immediately.
As soon as
As
they're
soon
trying
as
to
they made the three.
Yeah.
So then you extend the ball to half court,
Exactly.
and okay, if you turn it over, the Knicks got to go full length of the court.
Yeah, I
you know
saw
what I'm saying?
someone say that Nick Nurse had their Doc Rivers moment there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, but it's funny.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, and then like once Tyrese Maxey fumbles the ball, in case you haven't seen it by now, which should be all over your feed.
Yep.
It goes to
Hart
No. Oh yeah, Hart gets the ball.
gives it to like Anobi, right?
Well, you're thinking of the play, the
first
first shot.
three.
The first
Yeah,
shot.
yeah.
They give it. I think someone gives it to DiVincenzo. I think
Yeah.
it's Josh Hart or something like that. They pass it to DiVincenzo, bricks the 3. Like
Hardenstein gives it to Anobi,
yes.
who gives it to DiVincenzo,
Yes.
who nails the 3. Yeah.
And that's cold. Like to miss
Yeah,
the
that
first
is.
shot, but then to like no hesitation, just like hit the second one like that.
Yeah.
Like that's how confident you gotta be. Like he's one of them, you know.
Right.
He's starting to like really
He's
become.
an NBA player.
Oh no, he's like a really solid guy now.
I agree. Yeah, he has really emerged
Like,
this
people,
year. He's
like-
found a good place.
Yeah, like people were saying like he was an overpay. Same thing like Brunson a year ago. Like it's just like, but these guys have like played up to their contracts and more. It's crazy.
Right. No, yeah, they can hoop.
And then
the Knicks are surprising me, man. I thought.
Yeah. Oh, don't forget after the three, Hartenstein got the clutch block because
Yeah.
they're only up one.
Yeah,
And Hartenstein got the block on Maxi's layup, so that was good too.
they're honestly the New York Knicks. They're a collection of junkyard dogs. That's how I feel about
'cause they
that.
don't. I mean, Jalen Brunson's a superstar.
Right.
But he's like a really new superstar, so he's kind of
Right.
he's almost there.
And he's way better than everyone thought. I remember, imagine, I say this a million times, I've said this a million times, but imagine if Dallas still had Jalen Brunson. Now, I would rather, I mean, they have Kyrie, but
They
like,
didn't utilize him correctly.
but
they had him.
he's gotten better and better, you know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
so,
Well, I think Luka's not selfish play, but like the playbook revolves around him, and like Jalen Brunson doesn't get the chance to shine with Luka.
which it shouldn't.
Huh?
It shouldn't just revolve.
Oh no,
around
it
him.
shouldn't. Yeah.
I mean, I know he's probably the most talented player in the league, or he's up there.
Yeah.
Luka Doncic, we're talking about now.
Mhm.
But you can't do Harden ball, or LeBron ball, or Jordan ball, or Luka ball, and just have the whole offense run through those guys.
Well,
You know
it worked for Jordan.
what?
It worked for Jordan.
No. When they were doing Jordan ball, they weren't as good.
Oh.
But then when they did the triangle offense with Phil Jackson,
Oh, true.
that's when they
That's-
started
you're
winning
right.
championships.
You're right.
Triangle offense. You got to just play as a team and play off the ball and
Yeah.
cut and
Well, I
pass,
think that's what the Mavs are starting to do that more now.
which is
With
good.
guys
And,
like
and another thing I've noticed Luka Doncic has gone better at is defense.
oh yeah,
He had a great
yeah.
defense.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Actually, wait, no, we already went through this.
Yeah. You want to go? Let's go to the map. Let's just talk spontaneously. You know, like as.
Anyways, Clippers. Let's talk about the Clippers Mavs because that was a pretty entertaining game.
Yeah, I didn't really watch too much of it, but hey, series doesn't start until one team wins on the road.
I only got to see the first last 3 minutes of the game, but I saw some just great hoops by. Well, first of all, I saw Luka hit the step back three to extend the lead to 9.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and then the play before that, I saw Luka dish out to Kleba for 3, and I mean that was a great choice to make too. Like, he didn't force it at all.
Mm-hmm.
And who else? I'm trying to. Oh, PJ Washington was very good.
Yep.
He
18.
had 18 threes, 4 for 8 from threes. Solid night for him.
Yeah. Kyrie had 23. Luka had 32. Daniel Gafford, the center, had 0.
Yeah, no,
9
because
minutes.
I've been hearing how he.
Lively, kind of
Yeah.
played well.
No, because Gafford's been getting cooked by Big Z out there.
Yeah.
Zubac he's been feasted. Like game 1, he got 20 points, 10 rebounds, something like that.
Yeah.
25 and 10, I think.
I'm sorry. I'm going back a couple years now, and I know you've said it didn't work, and I bring this up a lot.
Yeah.
But I still don't understand how Luka and Porzingis didn't work. I'll never understand that. To me, it's like
Well, because I
you
think.
could totally see them working.
Oh yeah,
right?
for sure.
It just didn't. I don't know.
I think Porzingis was not used to being the second option, and I think he was injured a lot too. I think that's those two
And
factors.
maybe
right there.
Luka hadn't figured it out yet. I mean, as talented as he was, he
They
wasn't.
were both young and
Yeah.
didn't get the chemistry.
Ball
down.
dominant. Yeah, they
Well,
didn't get the chemistry. But if they had sticked it out, like to me, if the Mavericks were Luka, Brunson instead of Kyrie, because I think Brunson's.
Well,
better
you're
than
taking
Kyrie.
them currently, but
But I'm
back then they just weren't the same.
yeah, but
as
I'm
before.
right. But I'm saying Luka, Brunson, Porzingis, and whoever else to fill out the rest of the
Mhm.
roster.
Mhm.
That would win a championship. I really do. I really do.
Yeah, I mean, if only it worked out.
But to me, it's like I don't understand how that didn't work out. I mean,
They
I'll
just-
never get it.
Yeah. No, because they had chances to extend Brunson's contract, but it didn't. But they also just never let him play a big time role.
Yeah. And I just want to talk about the Clippers for a second. So
Yeah.
they went 8 of 30 from 3.
Mhm.
They were held to 93 points, in which is crazy that the Mavericks defense has been turning up, by the way.
Right. Yeah.
And I mean, hey, playoff basketball. By the way, have you noticed how the scores have gotten less and less?
Yeah.
Just
Definitely. Except
to
for
start the playoffs,
except for the Pacers, of course, because
except for the Pacers.
they have no defense at all.
The
Offense.
Knicks Sixers has been
yeah.
90s games. You
Yeah.
know,
Magic have not. I don't think the Magic have reached 90 yet.
the Magic haven't reached 90.
Have they?
The Suns only scored 93 last night. Is that correct?
Yeah. Magic haven't even reached 90. It's
Yeah,
kinda sad.
and I love it.
No,
And, everybody always talks smack about how the NBA there's no defense nowadays, which I think is not true because I just think the offense has gotten so good.
Right.
But look at the defense now. Once you get into the playoffs, it's like the defense is there.
Yeah.
So it's like,
I mean, yeah, they're all locked in.
they're right, they really are. So that's good to see because I love me some defense. Who doesn't?
I think this series Clippers Mavs might be the most entertaining one, and like the most.
It's
Hard,
going to
it's
be a
really
war.
hard to tell who can win this one because I feel like there's a lot of like obvious and then like also just like more like people voting for this team more than the other. But like the Mavs Clippers, it feels really even.
I agree.
It's also hard to imagine one of these teams not making it to the second round.
Right.
You
No,
know?
definitely.
Yeah.
Because I could see either of these teams beating OKC.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
So like I could see
both
whoever.
of these teams should make it to the Western Conference Finals, but they're not going to.
Right. Hot take. I think whoever wins Nuggets Lakers, so the Nuggets.
Yeah.
At this point, had the Lakers won Game 2, which
You
they,
want to talk about that?
yeah, let's get into
That
that.
was
now.
that was the second header of the double header
Second game of the doubleheader. Yes.
from Knicks
From
Sixers,
Monday night. Yeah.
Lakers Nuggets.
On TNT. And Lakers blew that game. But I said to my friends, I might have said this to you, whoever wins Lakers
You did
Nuggets
say this last episode, yeah.
will make the finals.
Mhm.
That's how
The
much,
finals.
because
We
I
said
think the
the-
Lakers can beat anyone in the West. And then,
Yeah, you
but
said this was a Western Conference Finals
I really,
in a
yeah.
first round series.
Yeah, and I stand by that. But
Yeah.
now at this point, it's like that's such a demoralizing loss for the Lakers that I don't
Yeah.
see how they win Game 3. Like they might be looking at getting swept now after blowing a 20-point lead and losing on a
100%.
buzzer beater.
Yeah.
Like the Nuggets, they just can't figure out the Nuggets.
No, they can't. Jamal Murray is him. That was an insane game where over the big man AD. Like
Playoff rise.
he is so tough. He is so tough.
Yeah, I wanna talk about that game because D'Lo and Anthony Davis had monster games.
Yeah, no, D'Lo for once
D-
actually played good against the Nuggets. And he never does.
D'Lo went 7 of 11 from 3.
20
AD
points.
was 14 of 19 from the field.
Yeah.
Dominated. And they lost.
Yeah. Because those are the only three players that showed up.
Right.
No one else did.
Right.
I think they got-
Rui did nothing. Rui
I think Rui got like
Hachimura.
what do you got?
He had 3 points.
3 points.
Reeves had only 9, and then the bench had a combined 6.
And I think all 6 were like from Torian Prince, right?
It was all from Torian Prince.
Oh my
Dinwiddie
God,
did
it's so-
nothing. Gabe Vincent, who I'm very high on, has been doing absolutely
I
nothing.
think that's something like that's aging like milk right there.
It's
Your,
re-
your stock on Gabe Vincent's aging like
I
milk
mean,
right
yeah,
now.
maybe it's just the Heat who just
I think
knew how to
it might
utilize
be.
him.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
Well, any Heat to Laker player is gonna suck. Like Kendrick Nunn was awful.
yeah,
Actually I can't think of an
except for
example.
LeBron.
Oh, yeah.
But no, that's different.
Yeah, well no, that was Cavs to Lakers.
That's true.
It's
That's true.
technically-
Yeah. That's true. But yeah, the I don't know, and they didn't have Jared Vanderbilt, which yeah,
He's just a defensive guy,
He's
but
just
he's
a
not gonna
defensive
lock down Jokic or
no,
anything like that.
maybe like Michael Porter Jr. You could, but
But Porter Jr. is like a perimeter player. He's gonna just shoot threes.
yeah,
He's not gonna like dribble drive.
yeah. But and by the way, Jokic, I just want to read his stat line
Yeah.
for that game. So he was 9 of 16 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3,
Yeah.
7 of 7 from the free throw line for 27 points,
Mhm.
and then on top of it, he had 20 rebounds and 10 assists.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, that's the best player in the game. He dominated the game, only took 16 shots. Like, Murray took 24 shots, Porter took 13, and Gordon took 10. And, like, he dominates the game. He's the best player in the league, and he only took 16 shots. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It is really crazy like what he can do.
yeah, and LeBron, 26, 12, and 8, which is whatever for LeBron. I mean, it's average LeBron.
It's not average LeBron at 39.
Yeah, I know.
But
He's so good.
yeah.
But, Nuggets are just the better team.
oh, definitely, yeah.
They really are.
10. That's 10. That makes it 10 straight games that they won.
I know. Yeah, it's almost.
And I really thought the Lakers.
I really thought,
would
yeah,
win because they like I saw like the first half, third quarter. They were cooking. They had the LeBron AD
they
pick
were
and
up
roll.
20.
They had everything going for them. I really thought, and D'Lo was the X factor because I thought like with him playing good now, I don't think they can lose this game.
Yeah,
But
and
stay
no,
great.
that's exactly how I feel because it's like if you're up 20 in Denver,
right.
you're going into the fourth, you're up
Yeah,
like
and
10.
you steal a home court game from them. That's huge.
Right.
But they didn't do that.
And I was like, okay, they're finally gonna beat the Nuggets. This is
Yeah.
finally the time.
At least one game.
And keep in mind, going into it, they had lost 9 in a row, and they felt humiliated by the Nuggets, and they were like, all right, we need to beat these guys.
Right.
They play as good as they've played, I don't know, all year maybe, considering the team they were playing.
Right.
They blow a 20-point lead and lose at the buzzer. That has to be demoralizing. That has to just kill your confidence. And they probably feel like we can never beat these guys. If
100%.
they just played as good as they can possibly play and they still lose. So, I don't know. I think we could be looking at a sweep all of us. I went from saying Nuggets in 7 to Nuggets in 4. Just like that.
Like Nuggets in 4, they might get one game. They might.
Yeah, maybe in LA. But it's just, I don't see how they can, like, overcome it.
No, I really just don't
They
know.
gotta win that game that you're up 20.
I'm sorry,
It's
man,
like
but
you lose a game just like
I was thinking you're crazy for saying Nuggets 7 because like I just don't think the Lakers can win
Clearly,
games.
but if let's say the Lakers ended up not choking and they won by 15, they end up winning by 15,
by 15,
so they win 105 to 90.
Sure.
We'd be saying to ourselves, "Whoa,
Right.
Lakers just beat the Nuggets by 15 in Denver." You know
But
what I'm saying?
I'd still be pretty confident. I'd maybe give them like one more.
Right, but
I'd probably give
it
them
would
one.
be a series.
Oh
you know?
yeah, definitely yeah.
So,
Yeah, true.
So yeah. All right. Pacers Bucks. You want to talk about that one?
Yeah.
All right.
So, game 1, Damian Lillard drops 35 points in the first half.
Yep.
Does nothing in the second half, but it doesn't even matter because the Bucks were just cooking that game.
Mm-hmm.
And the Pacers had no answers. And I mean, that's what happens when you're all offense and no defense. Like in the playoffs,
Right.
especially. Like you're
Yeah,
not.
they're hit or miss.
Yeah, you're not
Yeah.
gonna be able to like make any type of deep run if you have no defense. Which, at this point, I don't know. Like even though they won last night's game, I don't see them winning the series at all.
Really? The
No.
Pacers?
Mm-mm. Game 1 told me enough, honestly. Because
No.
like yes, because Giannis is gonna come back too. Like honestly, I
Will
can
he be back in Game 3? Because
Well, I
the
think
series is going back to Indiana now.
Well, he's missing the first 3 games, so he's
Right.
probably out for 3. But I can see the Bucks winning.
I don't know if Giannis will be 100%.
Even if they're down 2-1.
Who
Well,
got-
because Giannis, and in the finals run, Giannis, he was injured, still came back quickly,
Yeah.
and ended up winning the finals.
Yeah.
I feel like he's pretty tough when it comes to injuries.
Okay.
Yeah.
Will he be as good as, he needs to be?
Well, I think so. Yeah. Because plus, there's a big difference between regular season and playoffs, where like Tyrese Halliburton has been the same player, I think too. Like he hasn't stepped up at all.
Yeah, but
So I think that's a key difference too.
he can have a monster game anytime he
He could.
wants.
He could.
And also,
It's been a while though.
it's okay because you know who did have a monster game
I know,
last
Siakam
night?
is-
Pascal Siakam.
He's-
Who's guarding Pascal Siakam on the Bucks if Giannis isn't there? No one. Pascal
But that- but we're
Siakam
only
is the
talking-
X factor.
But I think it's only one more game, maybe 2. He's probably one more game Giannis is out though.
So, look, I think the Pacers can beat the Bucks with Giannis, like for a game or 2. And so if let's say
But like
let's say he's out
the fact that they couldn't win both kind of convinces me that like the Bucks are just a better team overall. They have both sides of the floor locked, while the Pacers only have one side of the floor.
but
know?
look, the Bucks probably are the better team. Don't get me wrong, but I just don't think it's their year. And without
I don't think it's their year either, but I think they can still make the second round. I don't think the Pacers are just a playoff team.
Okay.
That's just
But I don't know. Pascal Siakam going off for 37 points last night, 11 rebounds, 6 assists.
Oh, yeah. It's
And
good.
they also got 20 from what's his name?
Nebhard.
Nebhard
Andrew
and
Nebhard,
Turner and Halliburton. Like think about it this way: Halliburton hasn't played well, and they won.
But Halliburton hasn't played well for a while now, to be
But
honest.
yeah, but he's
I still
still
think the
capable.
injuries-
He's capable.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I just haven't seen him like. He hasn't been the same player for a while. I don't know.
Okay.
We'll see though. But
But yeah,
I don't know. I'm starting to
Pacers-
be more of a Bucks believer in this series.
Okay.
Even though
after last night,
Yeah.
it made you more of a Bucks believer.
no, not more, but I'm saying like, well, since the last episode,
Yeah.
which was like before the series even started. So I just think, I don't know. I just think
And, and also, what if Damian Lillard has an off night? Damian Lillard has been falling off in the first 2 games. He went off last night. He was 6 of 13 from 3 for 34 points. 'Cause
Yeah,
they
but most
needed it,
of them
to be
were
fair.
yeah,
but,
most of them were in the first half though.
yeah, but like my point is like, if Damian Lillard only has a 19-point game and there's no Giannis, like that's an easy Pacers win. You know.
Yeah, but that could only be for one game. Pacers will be up 2-1. They could choke that.
No, absolutely. But my point is like if the Pacers just get themselves a good lead, let's say they're up 3-1, let's say Giannis misses games 3 and 4,
Okay.
which he might. I've heard reports that he might.
Teams have won 3-1 leads. That's happened before.
Yeah, but I think if the Pacers go up 3-1, I'll take the Pacers at that point. Because Giannis probably won't even be 100% coming back, you know?
Mhm.
So I just think I don't know. I think I hate to say it because they've won an NBA championship. I hate to say it. The Bucks are frauds. For this year.
For this year, yes, but I still think they're a second round team at least.
Okay.
Just for like this matchup.
Doc, I don't know about Doc. So
Yeah.
now Indiana goes back home where they're much better than they are
Right.
than on the
That's
road.
true.
So we'll see. And the Bucks have a losing record on the road this year. So
Yeah.
I could see Indiana up 3-1. I mean, and I definitely could be wrong because,
Yeah, we're not
you never
perfect.
know. But I could see Indiana up 3-1 after Game 4 of this series.
Okay. We'll see what happens, I
Yes,
guess.
we'll see what happens.
Okay.
All right. Suns Timberwolves.
Mhm.
I don't know.
I think we both said Timberwolves in 7.
I think the Suns turn it around.
I don't know.
It goes back to Minnesota
Yeah.
2-2. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, but
So-
I think the Timberwolves won and like with ease both games. It just seemed really convincing. And the Suns, I noticed, really don't have an offense. And when their players struggle, it's not good for them.
They haven't even broke 100. They've scored 95 and 93.
Exactly, because even like
I love it. The defense is
yes,
turned up.
yes, exactly. Game 2, wait, let me look at the stats real quick. Kevin Durant 18, Beal 14, Booker 20. Eric Gordon did better than Beal with 15. Like it's just like I don't know. They all shot awful, and it's just all. I think it's because the Timberwolves defense and just the fact that their lack of offensive system.
Yeah, I'll be completely honest. I haven't watched too much of this series so far.
Okay.
But
Well, I'm also reading like recap. I'm not
Yeah.
seeing every game, but I've been reading what's going on, and it's just like everyone's saying how like the Suns' offense has just been awful.
here's what I like to see just looking at the box score for Game 2.
Okay.
6 guys in double figures. Anthony Edwards had only 15 points.
Yeah. Jaden
They,
McDaniels
they
huge.
won by 12. Jaden McDaniels 25, Rudy Gobert 18, Towns 12, Conley 18,
Mhm.
Edwards 15. Like they are.
Alexander Walker.
They
nice
are.
10 as well.
Yeah, Alexander with nice 10, and Naz Reid only 5.
Mhm.
And so they are a balanced team. That's what you gotta like. And they have shown up to start this series. I still believe Phoenix going back to Phoenix at home can turn it around and arguably, and I will predict them to win the next 2 games.
At
And
this
it'll
point,
be tied 2-2.
at this point, I can see him winning 5. I don't know. I just feel like Suns are cooked. I don't know. And Anthony Edwards had an all-time quote with they have KD, but we got Jaden
McDaniels.
McDaniels.
yeah, that was a good one. But I will say
This game proved why.
Yeah, you're right though in the fact that if you just look at the Suns team, their best player is still Durant. Would we say?
I mean, I'd say Durant. Yeah.
And then it's close now with Booker.
But Durant, Booker like 1A, 1B, but
Yeah.
like
So 1A, 1B,
Yeah.
Durant, Booker, and then 2, Beal.
Yep.
And then massive drop off. So it's like you skip 3
like either Grayson Allen or Eric Gordon
or
Nurkic.
Nurkic. I was gonna say
Well,
Grayson
Nurkic
Allen.
is like a scoring. Well, Nurkic isn't a scoring option though.
Yeah.
But either way, it's either Allen, Nurkic, or Gordon. Like
Either way, here's the point.
it's bad.
Celtics top 6 or top, let's say top 5 or top 6.
Yeah.
Tatum, Brown, Porzingis, Holiday, White, Horford, and then there's a
That's
little
great.
bit of a drop off, and then it's Pritchard, who's still a good ball player.
Yeah. Or Hauser.
Or Hauser.
Whatever.
We're 2 good ball
However,
players. And then with the Suns, it's Durant, Booker, Beal, who all do the same thing,
And then you have like
and then a massive drop off,
to like Nurkic or Allen.
and then Grayson and Allen.
Yeah.
Probably Grayson Allen.
Yeah, Grayson Allen.
And then, so my point is, the Celtics have a top 6, the Suns have a top 3.
And that 3 is
and
not
then-
even consistent.
And then after the Celtics top 6, it's like you got some good ball players, and then
Yeah.
with the Suns, it's, Grayson Allen's good, and then Nurkic, it's like, eh.
He's a good center, but like he's not a
Eric
reliable.
Gordon's really old. Right?
Eric Gordon's very up and down.
Yeah.
And he's
still
definitely-
producing, but
he's very old. Like game 1, he's absolutely nothing. But game 2,
Yeah.
he was pretty decent.
right.
But either way, it's just like, and like Royce O'Neal, who's another old shooter. Like it's just.
Yeah, it's
Drew Eubanks. You're not gonna get much from
Yeah.
Drew Eubanks. Like,
they're not
I
a
don't know.
championship team.
Bobo was very still very
He's a bum.
you know, yeah,
he
he's a
played
bum.
2 minutes.
Yeah,
He played
exactly.
2 minutes. He's a bum.
Not reliable.
Yeah, he's lazy. I'm sorry, but it's
Oh
true.
yeah, he's lazy for
He's
sure.
lazy.
I still think Shaq trying to compare him to Wemby.
Yeah.
Awful take.
And then the two most boring series is
Oh wait, we want to go back to.
yeah. What's
Want
up?
to go back to Sixers Knicks?
Yeah,
We
yeah,
don't
I
talk
do.
about that much.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
The Knicks are better than I thought, man. They're just
Yeah.
they're good
Yeah.
because they've beaten the Sixers with Embiid. You know.
Yeah.
So, and it's been 2 close games, which I like to see.
Yeah, did you see how pissed off Embiid was after the game?
Yeah,
He had his head down and was just straight, like, not happy with the reporters.
yeah.
Like, he was I think they're trying to, like, take some type of action with the league about these missed calls. I don't know what they're going to do,
I don't
but
know what's
there's nothing really to
gonna
do.
come out of that. You know.
Yeah, but they're really, I don't know. But, yeah, I thought the Sixers would be more dominant, but they've really just been, they've been choking.
They could bounce back too.
No, for
'Cause
sure.
they're-
They
it's
probably
gonna
will.
go back to Philly.
They just might
Yeah,
go 2-2, but at
I
the same
think-
time, the Knicks are so good.
I think this goes at least 6, and I still stand on that.
Yeah.
But Embiid in the fourth quarter was like 0 for 5
Yeah.
in game 2. I'm talking about
Uh-huh.
like I don't know. It's like there's something about Embiid. It's like he's been at this point he's been playing for like 10 years or like 8
Yeah.
to 10 years,
Yeah.
and like he's never made the conference finals.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. He's never made it past second round.
Yeah.
And he's never had a dominant playoff run. Never just
He has great numbers. His numbers
does.
stand out.
no, but like it's like he'll. But in the biggest moments, like Game 7 last year against Celtics,
Sure.
nothing.
they're nothing.
Nothing
yeah,
at all.
Yeah.
Tobias Harris scored most points.
And he
in
gets
that game.
tired, and then you got to rely on Tobias Harris, who's honestly not that
He's
good.
done nothing
He's
in
not
the
that
series.
good.
Tyrese Maxey, he's been good.
He's
been
been
good this series.
Yes.
But this team is built off of Embiid and Maxey, and that's it.
Right.
That's pretty much it.
And you don't want to be too reliant. I think you don't want to be too reliant on any one guy. And
No,
that's
yeah.
also the Knicks' problem. I mean, the Knicks have some junkyard dogs, and they've
Well, they
good
at least-
chemistry. But
Yeah, Brunson's been showing awful in this.
that
when
is
games.
actually true.
Like
That's a good
DiVincenzo
point.
has been
But-
putting his work in the same as Oh god, I can't think of anyone right now. Like
Hart.
OG Hartenstein. Oh,
Yeah.
Josh Hart. Yeah,
Yeah,
Josh
yeah.
Hart. Yeah.
He's been playing.
Josh
very
Hart has
well.
been. Yeah, Josh Hart's
very
like,
well.
at some point we should give us our best role players in the league.
He's one of them.
Yeah, he's definitely easily.
He's
probably
also the best rebounding guard.
he's
in the
probably the top 2 or 3 role player.
league. Yeah, like glue guy.
Yeah.
But-
I think of Derek White and Josh Hart as like a tier
Right.
above the rest of the role players.
Right. They come to mind immediately. But like my thing is, yes, they've been winning and Brunson hasn't been playing well, but at some point, like clock's gonna strike midnight and like they're gonna run out of gas and then they're gonna be relying on Brunson and Brunson's gonna go 8 of 29 like he did in game 2. And Josh
Yeah,
Hart's not gonna have that good of a game again or DiVincenzo. You know, that's my point.
Maybe, but at the same time, if imagine if Maxey has a bad game, what's gonna happen? They're not gonna
That's
win.
true.
They're not gonna win a game.
That's
The
true.
Sixers not gonna win a game
But
if Maxey
Yeah.
chokes. So you can say the same thing for each team.
maybe Tobias Harris steps up. You know, maybe Kelly Oubre steps
I
up.
think Kelly Oubre, sure. Tobias
Hield.
Harris, Buddy Hield, yeah.
But he'll
Buddy
have a
Hield-
6-3 night, you know?
He could actually. They really haven't played him much. I don't know why.
Yeah, he only played 15 minutes in game 2 and only shot 3 times, which I
Yeah.
think that you need to utilize him. more.
Definitely, like it's a big time acquisition right there.
Yeah, right. That's how I feel. So, look, I do think Philly can win some games in this series, but at this point, I think the Knicks will win it because 2-0, Philly's got to win 4 of the next 5.
Right.
That's tough to do.
Yeah.
But the Knicks are way better than I thought. We could be looking at a Celtics Knicks.
We
Eastern
could
Conference
be,
Finals.
because the Knicks would play.
Either Milwaukee or Indiana.
Yeah, and I feel like that's pretty. I feel like the Knicks would have that pretty comfortably.
I agree.
So
And they play hard, they play smart, they have a superstar, they have
yeah,
the best role players. So, but against a team like the Celtics, I think they don't have enough firepower.
Yeah.
Is my point.
yeah,
So
same.
it's just like, because it's like, what's the Knicks top 6 compared to the Celtics? It's Brunson, Anunoby, Hart, DiVincenzo, Hardenstein, and Bogdanovich and McBride, maybe. You know, like
Yeah, or Mitchell Robinson.
Mitchell. Oh yeah, because he's
They
back.
have a collective. They have a pretty
They have-
solid. But
They have
like,
8.
at the same
play-
time, there's
they
no
play
stars.
8.
Yeah,
So those 8, and then the Celtics,
And also you have Randall if he was playing, but he's
Right.
not.
No.
Yeah.
Celtics top 8 is Tatum, Brown, Porzingis, Holiday, White, Horford, Pritchard, Hauser.
Well, I think the
Celtics.
Knicks like bottom 3 are better than the Suns bottom 3, but that doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Obviously, star power is more important.
Right.
I think the Knicks are more well-rounded, but at the same time, the Suns have the better star power and are still
It's not
pretty
even
well-rounded.
close. It's not even. Yeah,
It's not even close,
not
but
even
it's
close.
still like I don't know.
And I don't know. I mean, that top 8, that bottom 3 of let's debate that Bogdanovich, Robinson, McBride versus Horford, Pritchard, and Hauser.
I think around the Knicks one.
Yeah, probably.
Honestly, I don't know.
But I think it's closer than you think. That's
okay.
Because I don't know,
Probably.
man. Hauser
Probably.
had 4 threes in game 1.
No, yeah, but if
Pritchard-
Hauser's not shooting well, then he's not really
Then
doing
he's
much
nothing,
else.
yeah.
So that's just what I think. And
Yeah.
Pritchard, it still has his ups and downs too.
Yeah, but Horford's like.
Well, no, Horford's solid, but I feel like I just rather.
If Horford wins a championship this year, he could be a Hall of Famer.
I hope so. I would love to see Horford win championship.
Yeah.
He's one of the few players that deserves it like the most.
Right.
You know.
Because, yeah, so that's interesting. But, either way, the Knicks, they're just better than I thought, man. They
Yeah.
really are. So, shout out to the New York Knicks. They're having their best season since Carmelo Anthony days. Arguably even better than any of those teams.
Right.
So,
Exactly.
they really surprised me because they're not that talented on paper. And
No, not really. No.
do you imagine if they got Mikal Bridges?
I know. That would be really
That
cool
would
to
be kind of
see.
sick. So
Like,
it's the 4 Villanova guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll see if that happens. But,
He should. I mean, he's on the
Yeah.
poverty nets right now. He's got to get out of there.
yeah, was he a free agent or would he get traded?
Well, he got traded in the Kevin Durant trade.
Right.
I don't
But-
know what he's. I'm gonna look that up now. So I'm curious. What his contract is up. Let's see. He's a free agent in 2026.
Okay, so
So that's like
it's only 2 years.
that's 2 years.
Yeah.
Two more seasons left of the Nets, and then. But yeah, still.
Yeah. Now the most boring series that I do not give a rip about is the Magic Cavs.
Yeah.
Because I think either team loses to the Celtics in the second round. Neither team has broke 100 yet.
That's actually
The
kind of
Magic haven't broke 90. The Cavs haven't broke 100. So, and I do think the Magic could come back to Orlando and win some games.
I can't see at this point.
You think they're getting swept?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
about
but
that,
isn't that what you said?
I said
That's what you
Cavs
said
in
last
5.
week.
I said
No?
Cavs in 5.
Oh, okay. I
Which-
said
that-
Cavs.
I stand by
I
that.
said Cavs in 6. But at this point, the Magic have looked awful.
Yeah,
They have no shooters. They get clamped in the paint because that's all they have is just like drivers. They don't have any shooters. Like Gary Harris, Cole Anthony, who else? Paolo. Like they're
Wagner.
shooters. Yeah. Well, Wagner's actually a terrible 3-point shooter.
Yeah.
He's
No,
only,
yeah,
he's
yeah,
only
yeah.
30% for 3.
Right. No,
But,
I'm saying, yeah, they don't have anything.
So like,
Isaac, yeah.
yeah, so like they drive to the paint and they're getting stuffed because of Mobley and Allen,
Right.
and they have no outside shooting. So that's why they can't break a 90 because they're terrible offense.
Right.
They're all defensive hustle really. And
Yeah,
Jalen
yeah.
Suggs being out, it's a huge blow to the team.
It's like,
that's their heart right there.
It's the opposite of the Pacers.
Yes,
you know,
exactly.
And you can't be either. You gotta combine.
You gotta have both.
You gotta combine the Pacers offense with the Magic defense.
That would be a
Then
super
you'll
team
have-
right
yeah,
there.
then you'll have
That would be the
greatest
best team
of
ever.
all time. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Um,
but so I just don't see the Magic winning the game at this point. They might win one.
I'll
They might win
take
one.
them to win one
Okay.
because Cavs haven't honestly played that well. I think.
But they haven't played that well. But they've been comfortably winning.
That's true.
So
But
it's just
so
like-
like if you haven't broken 100, you know you're
But
probably.
they don't
not.
really. They don't have to. But they won't be a successful playoff team next round.
Yes.
But yeah, I don't know.
Either way, either team loses to the Celtics in 5.
Yeah, 5 most.
5 most.
Well, Cavs.
Cavs 5, Magic 4. That's honestly
Yeah.
how I feel.
Yeah, that's it. It's the
And-
same thing.
And
I love
five-
Donovan Mitchell. Completely explodes.
Right,
And they
right.
maybe get 6 games.
Right.
But that's about it.
Celtics take their foot off the gas pedal
Right.
like they do.
Right.
All right.
Exactly.
Final series to talk about: Thunder Pelicans.
This is a more interesting series than I thought. I will say that. Game
Yeah, game 1 was close.
Game 1 was good. Game 2 is tonight.
Right, game 2 is tonight, so that's exciting. Yeah, game 1 came down to the very final shot of the game.
Yeah,
At the
exactly.
buzzer, and it almost went in.
Yeah, so you would call him long 3, just missed.
I think honestly that says more about the Thunder.
Yeah, I know it does.
I don't think they're that good. 'Cause
They're not.
By the way, there's only an 8-game difference between these two teams in the regular season. The Thunder won 57, the Pelicans won 49.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's the 1-8. You know, like that's kind of wild. So, the Pelicans, they have some guys too. I mean, they got McCollum, they got Ingram, Herb Jones. You know.
I mean, obviously they're missing Zion, which is a huge piece.
Yeah.
And they probably would have won game 1 if
Right.
he was playing. And Trey Murphy's good as well. Valanciunas could always put up a monster rebound game.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, what do we think of the Thunder? I don't know. I think they lose.
They'll lose
round
the second
2.
round. Yeah, they're not ready yet. If they're showing against the Pelicans, then it's just not.
Yeah, I mean it was only 1 game, and they got the win.
Yeah,
but
just barely.
Right.
And it's just like, I don't know. I don't see it just yet. But obviously they're also a great starting rebuild.
Oh yeah,
they're going to be a dynasty.
They're ahead of pace for the rebuild.
Exactly.
You know, so
Yeah.
the fact that they're already the 1 seed is like kind of insane.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, so what do you think that this series ends in? I could see it going 6.
I can
really
still, I'm saying 6 as well.
Like,
that's what I said at first, and I'm still
that
going
that
with
year
yeah.
the Pelicans took the Suns 6 when they were the 8 seed, like
So-
2022.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
took 6.
Yeah,
And that was supposed to be that was the team that
64 win Suns.
exactly.
Who made the finals the year before. So if they
Yeah.
can take that team 6, I think they could take the Thunder 6.
Mhm.
So we'll
Or
see
maybe
what
even
happens.
7. We'll
Maybe
see.
even win.
Yeah,
you never
I
know.
think they could honestly win it. The Pelicans could win in
If
6.
McCollum hit that buzzer beater, right?
That
It was
would be-
McCollum.
yep.
Then we'd be like,
This is
it would be a war, you know.
Yeah.
But
It's tough.
we'll see what happens. But yeah, I think the Pelicans are gonna. They're gonna put up a fight. They're tough too. They got Alvarado.
Yeah.
They got Herb
Oh, yeah.
Jones.
Yeah.
Valanciunas. They're tough. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
What else? Anything else?
Tyrese Maxey won most
Tyrese
improved
Maxey,
player.
which well deserved.
Yeah, deserved. I still had Kobe White. winning
Kobe
over him.
White. I don't hate that. I
Yeah.
think any of them could have won it. You know, like any
Right.
of the.
I feel like Kobe White and Sengun were better candidates, but it's not a terrible pick to have Tyrese Maxey win.
Yeah.
I
I mean, he's really emerged this year.
Yeah.
So.
mean Tyrese Maxey went from 20 points per game, 25, became an All-Star.
Yeah.
Has really just started making
Cemented
noise for himself.
as the second best
He's
player.
being compared to like Trae Young and
Right.
like Tyrese Halliburton and stuff like that.
And-
Like he's emerged. I still think Kobe White had a better case just because of the fact that he went from 9 points to 20 points per game,
Right.
became like the second best player on his team,
Yeah.
led his team to the play-in when they're really not that good, and dropped 42 points in that playing game.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty good, but it's just a will for him, I guess. Same with
Yeah.
Sengun.
Yeah. Sengun could have won.
Yeah.
Oh, I think all 3 of them could have won. But yeah, Maxey. Like I'd rather if you're the Sixers, you'd rather have Maxey than Harden. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? If
yeah.
you're playing Harden from last year, Maxey
Definitely.
this year, you'd rather have Maxey. So,
Yeah.
so like Sixers. But again, I don't know if they're ever gonna break through. Like, are they just gonna always lose in the first or the second round?
Probably at this
I
point.
mean, like it's like
I think it's
the same story.
if
every year.
if Embiid goes away, maybe Embiid's the curse.
I don't know.
I don't know. It's
I
really.
almost want to say I feel bad, but
I don't. I love seeing.
yeah,
I love
we're
seeing.
Celtics fans,
I
but,
love seeing them crash and burn every year.
but yeah, but it is actually fun. to
It's
watch.
good. They're definitely Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, that's
Easily.
a great analogy. Yeah,
Mhm.
they really are.
And
So,
I've been here also. The Celtics are like the 49ers.
like we haven't won in a while, but we always
But
come
we-
close.
exactly,
Yeah.
yeah.
And we were like amazing in the 80s
Mhm.
and 90s, or not the 90s, but yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. So there we have it.
Or oh, and there's also 6 man of the year. Will
That's
be announced
tonight.
today.
I'm gonna say Naz Reid.
Okay. Yeah, we got Malik Monk, Naz Reid, Bobby Portis for the 3 spots. I'm going Malik Monk just because he's like the best bench scorer in the league in my opinion. He's just like he's the Kings' 3rd best player, can lead the offense well, just an electric player that like completely changed the game, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I just feel like I don't know. I kind of like that more than this. Even though Naz Reid's a good candidate, I prefer Malik Monk.
I like Naz Reid just because of the team he's on and
Yeah.
what he provides for that team, 3-and-D.
He's a great he does play the perfect role for them.
And Timberwolves are a lot better than the Kings, so you know that's
That's true.
my point. But you know I don't hate it either way. I mean, all these guys are deserving of it.
Yeah,
It's just, you can
definitely.
only have one winner, so
Yeah.
we'll see. Yeah.
I think that's, yeah.
There you have it for today's episode of the Basketball Variety Show. I'm Tim Lynch.
Davis Lamb.
Thank you, everyone. Signing off.
All right.
Want to do it next week and then we're done?
Is that the last week's next episode? For
next week's the last episode. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Cause like we have one more week left.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, May 8th is like finals week, so I guess
Right, we should
be
do it.
busy,
I'm not doing it finals week.
Yeah, that's too much work.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I don't know what. Yeah. That sounds good.
All right.
So long, everyone.